We want to wish you a very happy Christmas on this Christmas morning.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Normally we would be greeting you at our Salvation Army Hall in Gloucester, but unfortunately we're all going to cram into our front room today and we're going to sit here and we just for a few minutes want to share some thoughts with you. But we want you to know that our love and our prayers go out to you wherever you are and whatever you're doing this day. You see, Christmas 2020 is going to be very different for all of us. Not the Christmas many of us would have wanted, not the Christmas many of us would have planned for. In fact, if we were to think back to this time last year, when we were full of eager anticipation for the Christmas season and another new year just around the corner, little did we know what this year was going to hold for us all. There's been joy as well as sorrow. There have been dreams fulfilled as well as those that have been dashed. And yet today we come together in this way to celebrate the Christ for Christmas. You know, when I think back to what this year has held and what we have shared together over the months, it seems to me quite amazing that God still has a plan and a purpose for us all, and we all have a part to play. Those of you who have been following our Sunday morning worship would know that we have met the cast of the Christmas story: Mary, Joseph, the shepherds and the wise men. Week by week we've looked at their part in the story and wondered at them and what they thought. But of course they are but supporting actors in this great play out of God's purpose. For the central character, of course, is the baby Jesus in the manger. We've read from Scripture how the shepherds came and saw just as they had been told. We've seen how the wise men travelled from afar and came into the house, and there they bowed down and worshipped. And this Christmas, a different Christmas. For Susan and I, we want to give you the opportunity to just bow with those first seekers and offer your worship to the baby Jesus. Listen to these words from Joyce Huggett as she invites us into this most intimate of places.
Imagine that you are kneeling beside the newborn Son of God. Gaze, marvel, adore. Express any emotions which surface in any way which seems appropriate with your body, your voice, through writing or drawing, and ask yourself, is there anything I want to say to him? Is there anything I want to do for him? What can I learn from him? How do I want to answer his questions? What do you want? Is there anything he wants to say to me? Is there anything he wants me to do for him? Is there anything he wanted me to do for him? Do not hurry. Relish each moment and ponder the mystery of it all.
For many of you, you will find yourselves alone or in very small groups on this Christmas day. We want you to know that you are part of a great family of believers all around the world who this very day are celebrating exactly the same thing in some very different circumstances. And all our focus, all my focus, all your focus should be on the Christ child. When you have time on your hands today because you're not rushing around entertaining or celebrating, you may be able to find more easily that quiet moment to gaze into the face of the Christ child and to open up your heart to him again this Christmas time. For there, encapsulated in that tiny, fragile piece of life, is all the majesty of God. reflect on him, pause for him, worship him this day, and reflect, as did Graham Kendrick in his great contemporary song when he saw the meekness but the majesty of God.
Wisdom unsearchable, God the invisible, love indestructible in frailty appears. Lord of infinity, stooping so tenderly, lifts our humanity to the heights of his throne. Oh, what a mystery! Meekness and majesty. Bow down and worship, for this is our God.
May you have a very peaceful and blessed Christmas. And from the both of us, once again, we want to say to all of you who have shared in this online ministry in any way in 2020, have a very happy Christmas.